Suzanne. Welcome to Sweet Tea and Whimsy. Today I have a fun video for you. Guess what? I went thrifting. Shh, don't tell my husband. But anyway, yes, I went thrifting. I found some wonderful items, mostly things that were not on my list, but I had a good time looking, thrifting, and I brought home a couple of items that I will use around the house and a couple of items that I will use for future DIY projects. First, this adorable little basket, perfect size for an indoor plant to put in the window. If you would like to put utensils in it for an outdoor gathering, you could stack a mason jar. Here we go, here's one. You could put a mason jar in here and put your forks and spoons in here, and that would make a nice display for your utensils. There's so many different things you can do with small baskets, so I picked this one up. It was $1. The next two items that I picked up, I think they're adorable. It's these two small mirrored frames. They are brass and they have a great patina to them, and they are the perfect little size to add to a bookshelf, to add inside of a china cabinet, just to give some dimension and an old rustic effect to what you are displaying. The next item that I got is one of my favorites. It's probably the smallest item that I purchased, but it is this little beauty. I love this little gold frame, and I think what attracted me most to this picture is the wonderful architectural structure of this building. This is absolutely adorable. I can think of 100 different places to put this little frame just to set off a display that you may already have. This was 50 cents. It's already got the hook on it if you want to put it in a small area on the wall, or again on a nightstand, in a china cabinet, on a bookcase. Love this. Look at this cute little thing. Next, I got a turkey platter. Now, I know it is not Thanksgiving, but I tend to pick up turkey platters when I see them. I love them. I think they are so perfect for Thanksgiving. This one is not, it doesn't have any names on the back. It doesn't have a brand or anything. It just says made in Portugal. You know I love white dishes, so this turkey platter was definitely coming home with me. I'll just clean this up, tuck it away, and have it for the next Thanksgiving season that comes along. Next, I found a piece of fabric. I love this piece of fabric. It's classic green and white striped, and it's a large piece of fabric, and I paid $2 for this, and I probably will use this and make a table runner. Quick, easy sew project. I can share that with you in the future. And I probably will even have enough left over to create a tablecloth to be used when we go camping, and probably even some pillow shams. So a couple of different projects I can get out of this piece of fabric for $2. Love the green and white stripe. Next is something very simple. It is a coffee cup hook holder. It's a stand that goes on the cabinet just to hold your coffee cups, which I can definitely use it for that purpose. However, I might give this a little paint job, paint it white, and put it upstairs on my vanity just to hold some unique pieces of costume jewelry that I would like to display. So I went ahead and picked this up. It was 25 cents. A random item that I picked up are these two candlesticks. They were 50 cents. They're metallic green. I'm not too fond of the color, but anytime that I can get candles at the thrift store, I tend to pick them up just because I go through a lot of candles. I like candlelight, and I like using them on my tablescapes and on the mantle. So I picked those two up for 50 cents. Another item that I typically pick up when I see this, see it at the thrift store, are grapevine wreaths. This is a perfect one. It's in excellent condition. These old flowers I will take off and just throw them in the trash. But otherwise, this grapevine wreath is in perfect condition. It's a medium to large size, and I will just tuck this away and have this for future DIY projects that I have in mind. Another item that I purchased is this two-paneled, it's a window panel, and I know for sure I could use it as a window panel, but I may not use it for its intended purpose. I'm thinking that I probably will use this again to make a table runner and to make some throw pillows for the couch in the living room. It was 50 cents. It's very durable, heavy fabric. I love stripes, and this is, of course, two of my favorite colors, which are the blue and the white, and it has a little bit of khaki stripe to it as well. So for 50 cents, I picked that up for a future Simple Sew DIY project. I also picked up 3 baskets. The first I'll show you is this. It's my favorite of these 3. It is this square gray basket. I love the scalloped edges. I love the depth of this basket. I will not be painting this basket. I may in the future, but right now I love this rustic farmhouse gray color. It's perfect for my decor, and so I will leave this as is. This was a 50-cent basket. These other 2 that I purchased are baskets as well. They were $1 each. However, I don't think these are your typical baskets. I think these are more for wall decor, display purposes. But I went ahead and picked these up because I think they would be wonderful as wall decor or simply used as a basket. There's so many different things you can do with this. You can put it in the center of your table as a display and layer and add things to it. You can also use it as a backdrop on a bookcase or a dresser table, and you could use it as a wall hanger. You could get a mini grapevine wreath and put a pretty burlap bow on it and hang it in the center of this basket and put it on the wall as a display. There's a lot of different purposes you can use baskets for, so I went ahead and picked these up. I love the whitewash color that's already here, so I will not be repainting those 2 baskets. A good thing that I know a lot of you purchase at thrift stores are picture frames. This is a brand new, large, it's a 14 by 14 picture frame. It's gold rimmed and it's glass insert. It was $2, and I will not be using this for its intended purpose as a picture frame. I tend to do a future DIY project with this. So again, I picked this up for $2. Another item that I picked up is simply utilitarian in purpose. It's this 25-cent rack that is used in kitchen cabinets or in a pantry. So I picked this up to use up in my kitchen cabinets to store additional coffee mugs on. The next item that I purchased is this old mold. It was $1, and the purpose that I will have this for is to make ice rings. Anytime that we have some sort of bridal shower or baby shower, or sometimes most of the time at Thanksgiving and Christmas, we will get out the punch bowl, make some punch, and you can use this as the perfect size for ice rings. And add some fruit to it, get it frozen, slide it out, and put it in your punch bowl. So I tend to always make sure I have a couple of these on hand to use as ice rings. Another item that I purchased is these apple dishes. I purchased 8 of these. They were 50 cents each. I'm not really into the apple motif or the apple farm harvest decor. I love farmhouse look, and I know that this goes along with it. So that tends to make me like the apple dishes a little bit more. My main reason for getting these is I already have a smaller set that are just like this. They're smaller and also has matching teacups and saucers. I use this once a year, and that is during the fall season when we make homemade apple cobbler, homemade apple pie, and we serve it with ice cream. So when we have a gathering in the fall, I tend to like to pull these out and serve homemade apple pie, apple fritters with ice cream. This is so pretty on a tablescape with apple cobbler and ice cream for dessert. So I purchased 8 of these. They were 50 cents each. I found this plain white in perfect condition ironstone dish. I picked it up. You guys, I've told you before, when I see white dishes that are in excellent condition, especially ironstone, I always pick it up. This was 50 cents, and I have so many of these, and I like to have a mix-matched tablescape sometimes with all white, so I picked this up to add to my collection. This is another utilitarian purchase. I had recently misplaced a ladle. I think we were at a soup gathering and mine was left behind, so I needed a new soup ladle, and I found this one at the thrift store for 25 cents, so I did go ahead and bring it home with me. Another item that I tend to look for at the thrift stores are unique serving pieces, such as utensils. So I always go through the kitchenware and I look for unique designs and patterns and shapes to have for serving pieces at gatherings. So I picked up a few that I absolutely adore. I think they're precious. Every one of them's different. You can see they have different shapes, different patterns. I love these. I love to have a collection of all unique serving pieces. I don't want any that are the same. I like them to all be different. So I picked these up. These were 10 cents each. I know a lot of you collect the next item that I'm going to show you. I have not been one that has been collecting this item. However, I saw these 3 sitting on the shelf, and what drew me to them was they have a little bit of blue on the design. So here we go, guys. I got my first pieces of Corningware from the thrift store. There are 3 pieces that are graduated in size. So this is the small one. The small one and the large one both have this same design. You can see here, they're absolutely in perfect condition. I really do like these because, you know, I like white. So add a little bit of blue to it. How can I go wrong? I think I'm really gonna like these, guys. I may find myself looking for Corningware in the thrift store from now on. But these 2 are a pair. They didn't have lids, but that's okay with me. The third piece of Corningware that I purchased is the medium size, and I absolutely love this pattern. I don't know the patterns on Corningware, but some of you can probably comment below and tell me what each of these patterns are. But I purchased them all 3 because I think that the blue and the green really go together well. And I'm not necessarily a matchy-matchy person, so I like the fact that these are different. So again, there were 3 pieces of these Corningware. They were $2 each. The smaller 2 were $2 each, and this large one was $3.50. So I really like these. They're in perfect condition. I think they will really go together well. And hey, it's white and blue. The next item that I purchased, oh guys, again, don't tell my husband. Don't let him know I've been thrifting again. This little bag here, marked $2, traveled throughout the whole thrift store with me. I would pick it up, then I would go put it back on the shelf, and then I would go look at it again. I would pass by it again, put it in the buggy, put it back. And the last time I just thought, let's just go for it. It's $2. You can't go wrong. This is what we all probably can remember from the days that we were visiting grandmother's home, and she had a wooden bowl on her dining room table full of wooden fruit. So this is a whole bag of some beautifully carved wooden fruit. And I think most of all, I was attracted to the memories that this drew back for me, remembering as a child seeing not only this in my grandmother's house, but a lot of older neighbors and family members would have this. So this was very trendy, I guess back in the early 70s. I got a whole bag full. Again, they're beautifully carved pieces of fruit. So what I plan to do with this is, and you guys comment below and give me your thoughts. I'm thinking about whitewashing this whole bag of wooden fruit. I think that would give it a new, updated, fresh look. It would go more with my decor, but I treasure your thoughts. So give me some ideas on what you think. Would you leave this fruit as is, or would you give it a whitewash and freshen it up and give it a new look? So that was kind of an interesting buy at the thrift store. The next couple of items that I purchased are some books, and I want to share those with you real quick. The first is just to add to my camping library. It's called The Gift of Grace, and I want to have this along with other books that I purchase as we head to the summer season, so that I can carry books camping with me. Same thing with this one. It is The Last Child of Camelot, Sweet Caroline. I've not read this book. I'm very interested in reading it. I think it's really going to be good. It's about the life of Caroline Kennedy Schlossberg. So I'm excited to read this, and then when I get finished, I always like to look at the actual book itself without the cover. So when you pull off the cover, here's the book itself, which is very pretty. It's black and white, which I really tend to use a lot of in my home decor. So I'm excited about that book as well. And the last book that I purchased is actually one of two. And it's here we go. It is Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. This is probably the best book I've ever read. I would have to say I'm a big reader. I read a lot. This is an awesome book. I think all women should read this book. It is an older book. It's not new. I kept being told by so many friends that, hey, this is the best book I've ever read. And so finally I said, okay, bring me a copy and I will read it. So I did, and then I was instantly drawn into that group that says, hey, best book I've ever read, Redeeming Love. It was written in 1997. And even this last Valentine's season, I was in Books A Million, and I noticed that they were spotlighting this book on their Valentine's Day table of recommended items to read for Valentine's. So that was kind of interesting to me. And so what I did is I saw these two books, I picked them up, so I'll have them on hand and can share with friends that may not have read this book. So I was excited to get those books in my hand. The last item that I purchased from the thrift store are some dishes. Guys, you know I love dishes. You know I love white dishes. So I'm excited about these. These are super heavy, they're super big, and I'm gonna show you each of them individually. There's two here that are pasta bowls. They're large pasta bowls. They're all white. The name on the back is Home Trends. This pasta bowl was 50 cents. I purchased an additional one for 50 cents, so I have two of the large white pasta bowls. And then I also purchased two large pasta plates. These are very large, they're heavy. These were $2 each. They are Pottery Barn, and they are the Great White collection. So I was pleased to get two of the large pasta plates along with two of the pasta bowls. So that's it, guys. That's what I have for you today. I'm excited about these items. I'm going to get them cleaned up, put away, and a couple will be shown again in some future videos because we're going to do something new and different with these items. We're going to give them a new purpose, a new life. And hey guys, if you will, go ahead and subscribe. Click on that bell notification so you won't miss any future videos. and stay with us because I'll be bringing you weekly DIY videos, thrifting videos, home decor, repurposing projects, do a little sewing and gardening and just have a good time. The videos will always come to you with a little bit of sweet tea and a whole lot of whimsy. Have a good day, guys. So guys, I have a bonus clip for you. This is a small table lamp that a friend of mine gave me. She was redoing her room and no longer wanted this item. So of course she said, take it, do something fun with it. And I have an idea for this lamp, and it includes some Dollar Tree roses and small flowers. So this is also going to be featured in an upcoming video. So make sure you're subscribed so you won't miss out on this upcoming DIY project.